Hi, Days fans! It's Memorial Day! Yay! Monday, May 30th, and we want to thank all of the soldiers and military who have fought for our country and continue to do so. Thank you very much. I got my notes on the Young and the Restless side because we're going to go crazy today and do a recap for them too. Yeah, treachery here. So, at first I wrote that this was a boring episode.
Which it was.
And it kind of picked up a little bit, but it wasn't really, gripping.
I thought there was lots of filler. I mean, no big reveals. The biggest reveal was when Melanie went to lunch with Carly, and don't you tell people now to text us during It's Your Brother.
Okay.
As I was saying, Melanie comes out with this big news, and first of all, I'm disappointed that she's not going to go to med school instead of a nurse practitioner. That's kind of lame.
Well, now you've offended all the nurse practitioners.
No, I'm not
there.
offended. No, but they.
I think they want her to get to be doing this stuff in the next month or so it's more realistic to have her. They can rush us through a nurse practitioner. Not that that's true, but people don't know enough about.
It's not a 6-week course, for God's sake. But people
don't know as much about nurse practitioner school as they do about medical school, so they're going to be able to pull the wool over our eyes easier.
Max went from mechanic to brain surgeon, like that. I love how they made him into a genius, and he fixed the equations of the fuels project.
Awesome.
He's like, I've just always been good at this kind of stuff, and suddenly the genius. Melanie has a superpower too.
Yeah, she's got a
photographic memory.
Yeah, that would really come in handy, I would think, in med school / nurse practitioner.
Yeah.
So, I thought for sure she was going to go to medical school, so I was a little disappointed too. But hey, I love my nurse practitioner. I go to one, and I love her.
There was another reveal. Carly has feelings for Daniel.
Oh my God.
And she shared it with Lexi, right?
Yeah, we knew she was having the dreams and all that, but she came right out and told Lexi. And she didn't just tell someone, she told someone who knows Daniel and Jennifer.
Yeah, she's messed up on those drugs. I hope she can get refills for her sake.
Let me just tell you, the whole time we're watching Days, this is JV chanting in the background. Take the pill, Carly. Just take another pill. That'll make it better. I'm like, God, I hope our kids don't hear you. No, they're not home when
I want it to be interesting. Just I want Maggie to drink.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking just the other day how I'm really sad that hasn't pulled out to. You know what? I was thinking it because I was pouring out my alcoholic beverage before we went to the beach. And I'm like, oh, this reminds me of Maggie pouring good booze down the sink.
Hell, on Young and the Restless, they have alcoholics go back on the bottle. I mean, we had a little bit of Lucas going back, but not permanently.
Now he's in China.
He goes off for a day.
Do they even drink in China? I don't know.
Oh, now you've offended 1.6 billion people.
Why would that offend them? That they're not drinking?
Oh, do they have electricity?
I didn't
and
say
running
that.
water? Well, what do you mean drink? Do they? Of course they drink. Alcohol is probably invented in China, for God's sake.
I'm saying maybe they are more evolved and they're not solving their problems with booze. It was a compliment.
Heck yeah, they drink and they smoke like fiends.
All right, let's stop with our generalizations and get back to the show here. So Carla's not exactly being a good role model for little Melanie with this pill popping, so I hope she can get it together.
Well, it's all secret, so it doesn't really make any difference. Role model.
While we're announcing new careers, a few of you have mentioned this, and I agree with you, that Sammy and Rafe need to go have their little own PI firm. You know,
that'd be awesome.
Bo and Hope did that for a little while. No, they weren't. Were Bo and Hope bounty hunters?
I thought Jack and Jen were.
They were reporters.
Oh, they were never PIs?
I think Bo and Hope did their own bounty hunter or something business for a little while. Scarlett, pipe down.
Okay, get out. Cat.
JV just kicked the cat. For all you animal lovers. No, he didn't. No, he would never kick the cat.
We're going to get letter bombs here from the Chinese, the nurse practitioners, and the cat lovers.
No, JV, just for the record, did not kick the cat. Okay, I want to talk about Stefano and the 9,000 hilarious things he said today. Starting with the criminal class today, they're just so money hungry and greedy.
They don't
think about the craft. That was awesome. And EJ's like dead serious. Yeah, anyhow, Father, let's get serious. Like,
let's talk about the bookkeeper.
And then when he said that Nicole talking about the truth was like Mel Gibson talking about restraint.
I didn't really think that was that funny.
I thought it was. I love it when they slam a friggin' popular, regular person, because they usually keep themselves in this bubble of not talking about...
So the DeMeras are off their game. I mean, they got Rafe, really.
They think it's all about greed and lust for Rafe. They think he's fallen in love with Sammy, or he's trying to milk him for more money. Have any of you figured out how Rafe suddenly made this awesome... He couldn't get it together for months. He could not, for months, get anyone to believe he was really Rafe. He was screwing up left and right. And now everybody's buying it. Does nobody think, oh, we haven't found real Rafe's body?
The accident. Like, oh, you're talking about the DeMeras or the other people?
Do the DeMeras not wonder...
They're still not totally clued in. They've only met him once, and it did not go well. But
it just seems like he's suddenly passing off as Rafe really well, and how'd he pull that off? I don't know.
Yeah, he meant Dario.
So they're gonna kill him.
Rafe. They're gonna kill who?
They're gonna kill Rafe.
Oh.
So Rafe, you better figure out a way to bust EJ and Stefano before they bust you. In a permanent way. Gonna kill your ass.
So Nicole's got a lot of dirt on EJ now.
Oh, I know. That was hilarious. Sweating. When he's like, she told you that? And she's like, yeah. And now I've got even more dirt on you.
She's a bit of a blabbermouth, that one.
Yeah, she was hilarious. And Taylor...
threw the drink in her.
Taylor comes in for the ouser with, EJ never loved you, or he wouldn't have even been looking at me. And, what did she say? She said,
"Tell you who doesn't love Tamara."
When she was going on and on about how she was gonna leave EJ and be the righteous one, and then Nicole said, "Oh yes, I'll just walk the desolate moors alone." Was that from one of those what was the book? You know those books that were made into the classics that were made into movies recently with oh God, I'm not making any sense. And I think it's from one of those. The one that had
I don't know. Not so
I can't think of any names. I can't think of any authors.
Let's talk about the characters.
Rafe and Dario Mega.
Yeah, well, sort of, but.
So how are we feeling about
the Tamara Braun stock or the Taylor stock is not going over well with the audience. And I know it's tough. I know that you were thrown into the sharks with this recast. You took a character that most people did not like.
But they had grown to like with the... I have to tell you, I want to know, I was going to look it up before we did our recast. I want to know, where does Tamara Braun hail from?
You like New Jersey, you're saying?
Or somewhere.
You're guessing?
I'm guessing it's not like Alabama or something. I don't know. There's something just not sweet and innocent sounding in her dialect.
So Jennifer out lingerie shopping.
Oh yeah, and Hope and Jennifer were so freaking funny and cute, and I wish I had a cousin my exact same age like that. That was so fun. And she's like, "Oh, what's this? And what's that you're hiding in there?"
What are those? Was like a thong or what was it?
Yeah, there was a thong involved there. You go, Jennifer. And I'm not buying this Jennifer feeling all self-conscious.
I know, like that she's a dog or something.
Poor
like, come on,
Jennifer. God, I would say 99% of the world would be more than happy to wake up looking like you tomorrow. I mean, please. Are we supposed to be buying that? Yeah. She's in this little hot pink sundress that makes her waist look smaller than Scarlett O'Hara's. And we're supposed to be being sympathetic to her for being the ugly duckling in the room.
Yeah, I'm counting the days till Jack comes back.
And none of her friends are really, like, saying, "Oh, you're being silly." They're like, "Oh, you're cute in your own way." God.
Anyway, they're building the love triangle. Carly is putting her for whatever in the hat.
Well, Carly is va-va-voom with all the... She's the brunette with the curvy body. So that is what he's into.
Not necessarily.
I'm just saying they're kind of alluding to that he likes curvy brunettes. Did they not say that, girls?
Yes, they did. They did. We didn't see a picture of Rebecca, but they described her.
Yes.
Anyway.
So Lexi and Brady are...
He's into anything that wears a skirt, for God's sake.
Oh, yeah. You know, Chelsea that curvy.
Chelsea's grandmother.
Oh, yeah.
And God knows anything in between. So I don't think his taste is that picky.
I didn't like Brady out in his face, like telling him he may not try to hurt her, but he's going to hurt her. How are Brady and Jennifer BFFs? When did that happen? Is that because they're all like connected with Maggie, or? I was trying to.
Brady's too much of a goody-goody. Like, I'm gonna save everybody.
I know. I'm like, you know what? You broke Ariana's heart. Nobody's giving you a bunch of crap other than Dario. So I don't know. Brady's not gonna let Taylor out of her contract.
Oh, that's much of crap.
So where is she staying?
So sue me. She's staying at some schwanky hotel.
Yeah, but was that the
Salem Inn?
Was that the Salem Inn, or was that did she go? Did she leave far away? It's so hard to tell with the recurring sets if she really has left town or not.
So I just thought about that one theory that we have been percolating for quite a while.
Yeah. Tell them you're gonna like this.
So something has to save. It's not out there. It's true. Something has to save Nicole and EJ, and the only thing that's going to do that is if Nicole's baby. Not talking about Sydney. I'm talking about the one she was pregnant with.
And
is
before
alive.
you all start shouting she had a miscarriage, we are aware that that was what was written into the show. But if you all remember Georgia.
More importantly, we asked Nicole,
Ariane
Zucker, whether it was possible, and she said she would greatly enjoy having this baby back, and that it was possible.
She even
calculated the amount of weeks and said that they could be alive.
Yeah, you can watch that interview on YouTube, and she said, as far as I know, the youngest a baby's ever survived was X amount of weeks, and that's how old she thought she was, or how far along she thought she was.
She had kind of a funny reaction when we asked her, like, "Oh God, how did you figure that out?" That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
she basically thought we were like some kind of ESP. No, she didn't say that, but she was fun. I liked that Ariane Zucker.
Yeah.
Some of those, most of the, I would say that the Days actors in general were very enjoyable to have discourse with.
But for the plot, how awesome would it be if this baby showed up? EJ would totally change his tune when it came to Nicole. I mean, now they really would be a family.
They would, and it would be cute. And when are they ever going to let EJ and Nicole be cute? Because they have cute potential, and they keep screwing it up.
If you watch clips of them when they first started dating, they were adorable.
So cute. They were as cute as Jennifer almost. Now listen up. We got this new writing team, so it is completely possible that we could have cool things coming to town. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up
now
here.
Now that Dina Higley.
Yeah, Dina's gone.
I wonder if she got thrown off because of that autism stunt where she told people not to get their kids vaccinated.
Yeah, we didn't really like that.
The more I think about it, that is just not the platform to be giving serious medical advice.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into that. Whether we think autism is caused by vaccinations or not, that's not for us to decide.
No.
But the point being, a soap opera should not be going around saying that it definitely does cause vaccination.
A writer who knows probably the least amount about this topic should not be advising people not to vaccinate.
We just thought it was irresponsible.
Totally.
And it generates fear. And you know what? When you're scared because your kid has autism, you don't need to have any more fear in your life. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. I'm getting down now.
Anyway.
So let's talk about the previews. We got Lexi asking Stefano if him and EJ are in trouble.
Boy, are they.
And,
but they've dug themselves out of bigger holes, and this is nothing. You never worry for the Damaris.
I'm not really.
I would love to see EJ do some time. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh my God, have we ever seen him in jail? Has he even ever spent the night in jail?
Yeah.
When have we ever seen him spend the night in jail?
He's been in jail, I'm sure.
When? And when have we ever seen him? They don't really...
I'll look it up.
They don't really show...
Who hasn't been in jail?
I have not seen... Tell us, people. Have we seen EJ... Oh. He and Sammy were in jail for like the afternoon, the day of her wedding, and they got bailed out. Remember John came and bailed him out to take him to the when she was supposed to marry Austin, or whoever the hell she was supposed to marry. Was it Lucas or Austin?
They broke into that house and started putting on all his clothes.
Was that the time she was supposed to marry Austin?
Yeah, Austin.
I get so confused.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Panda. Good. Palma's waiting for you. All right, and then EJ to Nicole. So when EJ says, "We had a business arrangement," like 9 times in one episode, it reminds me of Ross and Rachel on Friends. Like, we were on a break. Doesn't it? It doesn't know. It does for me. JB's like, shut up. And Rafe and New Rafe get into a little tussle. That's gotta be hard to kind of choreograph that with Gail and Gehring playing both sides.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet him. Tell him what a great job he's done.
Oh, I know. So, and let me know if you're going to the Days into Night event in South Carolina for the Taylor Youth Association. I'm just curious.
Is Tamara Braun going to be there?
No, she's not. So far, let me see if I get this right. No, we have been uninvited to anything that Tamara Braun has. Tamara Braun.
The sharks are coming.
Tamara Braun has sent us an email saying, "I do not care to be in your presence."
No, I'm just wondering if she's brave enough to meet her audience, because it's a tough one.
Quinn's going to be there.
Someone told me he's 5'4".
Quinn?
Yeah, that can't be right. I'm going to look that up. That's a bunch of crazy stuff. I don't believe that. Anyway, go ahead.
I don't know Quinn's real name off the top of my head. I'm sorry. And then Nadia, Bjornlin, Chloe. And I think Eric Martzoff. I shouldn't even be saying these names because I'm not sure. Oh, Casey Diedrich, Chad, and Molly, Burnett, Melanie. I think that's the 5 people.
No.
I could be wrong. Write in the comments who's really going to be there, if I'm right or wrong. And if you're going to be there. And how much you love the event. Because so far everybody that talks to me about it seems to be completely crazy in love with it. Alright, we're going to wrap it up.
Alright, the couple that watches Days Together.
Days Together.